So here I am at Noisley Festival, going to do the opening set. This is what I do before I get to every show, every gig. I have a quick look at the technical setup to figure out if everything's working okay. So one of the first things I usually do is I check the version of the firmware, make sure that's up to date. I do that on all the players. We've got some 2000s here, which I don't usually have, but they're going to fix that hopefully soon. Then I check the wiring. I just have a quick look in the on the back of the booth. I do this at every club because if something happens when I'm playing, I want to be able to switch this out or fix it, be able to fix it myself without finding a sound engineer. So I'm ascertaining are these digital inputs, or they analog inputs, where they're plugged in, how they're plugged in, which cable is where. This is pretty easy because they got snake cables, so I can quickly figure out which cable goes to which CDJ. There's the LAN hub, so there's all the LAN cables here, so I can see exactly where this is plugged in. I look for where the power cable is, where the power supply for that in case that goes. So this will drop out the connection between the players. So you can see here, I look for the power sockets. That looks like the LAN power, which it is, so that's nicely plugged in to keep that safe so it doesn't come loose. This is pretty much everything that I check. So even before I start playing, even before I look up at the crowd in front of me, I'm just quickly running through all this and then making sure all the channels are working on the mixer. Check the mixer state, check all the switches here. I make sure I like the isolator, the curve of the fader as well, so I'm setting up the mixer as well to have it how I like to play it. And then of course when you plug in your USB stick, I load my settings, so that instantly puts the CDJ into all the settings, my preference settings, so I don't have to mess around with the CDJ when I first set up, because if you've got 4 of them or 6 of them, that's a lot of work to do. So I can just add the settings there, you know, like the quantize on there, I like that, and all the way the loops are, the way the automatic loops, how I like to add, everything's there. So that's pretty much it. That's what I do with every set before I walk up to the stage, just to make sure it's all going to work properly. So there we go.